Hey guys, so I wanted to talk further about my analogy with the hair. And I want you to look now at my hair as your vibration. So basically, if you haven't watched my previous video, do it now because you will not understand what I'm talking about. But so as we know, if I'm gonna grow out my hair for a bit, it's really important that I keep it in the right condition because my hair is prone to damage and I have to flat iron it because it's curly naturally. So if I don't take proper care of it, I'm gonna have to cut, a lot of it again. So of course I want to avoid that. So I'm gonna have to take extra care about my hair. Why am I telling you this? Not to talk about my hair and my hair issues, but because you're gonna have to take extra care of your vibration as well, because you can see if you don't, you can ruin your spell, just like I can ruin my hair growing out. So both of our goals get ruined if we don't take care about our hair, or in other words, vibration. So I hope you understand what I'm talking about, but it's really important. Um, I could give you so many examples, but you know, you have them in the community from the clients that left reviews. Pretty much all of them that did like a more worthy review have talked about the importance of vibration and that it really makes a difference. And the minute they got it right, the minute they started following the instructions, things started moving. And this is the honest truth. And I always say that, and this is why we have all the stuff for your vibration. And in my own life, with spells I did for myself, this is basically how I on myself when I was really really young, when I was super young, um, ages ago. This is how I actually learned how it works and how magical it is, combined with the spell. How important it is to switch into the right vibration so the magic can work. Because it's like the magic is a couple of things combined. It's not just a spell. And you need to participate. You need to fix your vibration. So, like I was saying, I actually know it from my own experience. And when I was super young, I saw, oh, that's it. That's what I needed to do. This is why my spell didn't work for so long. My spells didn't work for so long because I was just being obsessed. I was just being needy, desperate. Um, I was not contacting any of my exes that I did spells for, so I wasn't doing that. I wasn't sending needy texts, but I was needy. So I was needy. My energy was needy, desperate. I was just like, and I also, what I did was something that I don't want you to do, and I do emphasize this, but I'm going to repeat myself. I was checking, when they were last online and like just anxiously imagining, oh, they're with someone else right now. Oh, they're not home right now. Because back then, we didn't have the social media we have now, and cell phones weren't uh, they were a thing, but they were not used as much. It was really long ago. So basically, usually when someone was not online on the internet, they were not home because we just usually use the internet when we were home. I know it's weird. I mean, some of you that are my age or older, you remember these times when we had ICQ and things like that, and just the regular text messages and things. So when someone wasn't online, it indicated they're not home. So I would get like really anxious, even though I had no idea I was making up scenarios, which is something I don't want you to do, because this type of situations, your brain functions like that. That when your brain doesn't have the information, it will make up an information, and it will usually make up an information out of fear. So it will be something negative, something anxious. So basically, I did not know, oh, why isn't this person online? Maybe this person was sleeping, or just didn't use um, the internet so much. But my brain was like, oh, they have a new girlfriend, and I had no idea because we were no contact, and I couldn't know. It wasn't the time. Facebook wasn't a thing yet back then, and I couldn't see if someone was in a relationship or something. You couldn't see, photos, informations. So I just basically just anxiously watched Last Online and got like really, really anxious about it. And even though I was like doing a lot of spell work, and my spells were properly done, sorry, and everything, and I was like trying to raise my vibration. I was checking on them. I was being very needy, very desperate, very impatient, very obsessed. So I'm telling you this because I know how it feels like, and I know why you're doing it, and I know because I did it as well. So I'm not like above you or someone who's like judging you or something. I don't want you to look at me when I try to explain these things, and when I'm like, no, 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 don't do it. I don't want you to look at me as someone who is like being bitchy, or just being like, oh, I would never do that. No, I mean, I would never do that now with the informations that I have now, but yes, I did it. I did it, absolutely. And this is actually how you learned, because how you learn from your mistakes. So how I learned how magic really works was a lot from my mistakes, because back then, like I said already before, there were not so many informations. They were not basically, there were informations, but they were not available like they are today. And it was harder to get them. So, and magic wasn't popular back then either, like it is now. Now it's quite popular. Back then, it really wasn't. It was a taboo. And I remember that I had to go to the town library to get some books and stuff, and like the librarians were always looking at me funny. And yeah, fun times. But basically, I have learned a lot on my own mistakes, which is why I did all the mistakes you've done. Okay. Yes, pretty much all the mistakes that you've done I've done as well. Well, not all of them, but like the ones that are the most common, I have done them. Trust me. I've been needy. I've been desperate. I've been like creating anxious scenarios, thinking of the worst, and all of those stuff. It was me as well. So, why am I telling you this? Because you really have to understand that I know what I'm talking about, and I only wish you well. And you just really have to listen. I'm sorry, it sounds like very you have to listen, but you do. And you're gonna see how the spells can faster and easier get to work when you are not basically when you're not in that energy, that chasing energy. Okay, so I have another topic today, and this topic is actually about hot and cold hot and cold targets. And I don't mean targets, I just mean in general, if someone is hot and cold towards you, non magic related and magic related, doesn't matter. So this can be romantic interest, somebody you just met, somebody you're dating, your ex, your partner, your friend, your coworker. It goes for any situation basically. And it's about when someone is one moment like calling you, wanting to see you, blowing up your phone, and then The next minute they're really cold, they're ignoring you, they're like pretending like they don't even know you. And then they just repeat this pattern. So you know basically what I'm talking about. And we're not going to talk about what's wrong with them this time. We're going to talk about how to handle it. Now, this type of behavior creates addiction in people. It is how the brain works again. So it's pretty normal that you will get hooked because, you know, hot and hold triggers a lot of issues in us, and we all have issues. We all have childhood issues. And pretty much, and a lot of people will pretty much at one point in their life, when they get triggered, uh, get hooked to this type of behavior. You know, I'm not saying everyone will. If you're really strongly secure and like really confident and really healthy, you know, you won't. But most of us are not that stable, not in every single age and not in every single way. So, you know, most of us have been through this, right? When we get hooked, when someone is hot and cold. And this type of behavior is meant to do it because it triggers you. And that's what it does. So it's pretty common. So, what do you do when someone is like that? What you should really do? So, you know, most people will get hooked and they're just gonna chase. So when the person goes cold, they're gonna chase. They're gonna be, why aren't you talking to me anymore? What's wrong? What's happening? You know, they're gonna chase the person. Or even if they don't text or call, they're gonna try to meet the person somewhere in person, or you know, run into the person, or you know, somehow manipulate some sort of contact, or they will just be chasing with their energy because they'll be hooked and they'll be obsessed and they'll be like, why is this person, you know, talking to me anymore? What's happening? Do they have someone else? You know, just like a million anxious questions. Of course, you're gonna know what I'm gonna say. This type of behavior is wrong. You should never get to the point where you start chasing this person. So instead, when someone starts ignoring you, ghosting you, what you do is you ignore them as well. So, you know, there are two sides of this story. You get like triggered by them chasing you, and they really love the intention. They really love, you know, they think they're like so powerful when they can play with you. Even though if they're not doing it consciously, they're still gonna think, oh, look at this person running after me, I'm so important. And you know, I don't have to treat this person nicely because this person is always gonna be there for me, you know, regardless if it's love interest or if it's some sort of different type of situation, if it's like work or a friendship or family member, anyone. So they're always gonna kind of lose respect for you, because people will lose respect for you when they see that you're chasing, that you are being all needy, that you are being like, oh, I just want your attention, I just wanna hear from you. They're gonna lose respect basically, and you're gonna give them so much power. So you're gonna make them really powerful. This is often the issue, like with your targets, right? That they're on a pedestal and you're down there. So you're gonna put them on the pedestal if you chase them. They're gonna be like so important. And so in the future, if anyone runs into a situation like this with anybody, you know, coworker, friend, family member, partner, someone you're dating, someone you're texting, anyone, if that person goes cold, you go cold as well. You do not get hot, you do not chase, you do not ask, why aren't you texting me anymore? What's happening? Are you okay? Is everything all right? No, you go silent, you go no contact as well. You know, if they ignore you when they see you, if they don't say hi, you ignore as well. You know, you don't give them attention and you don't give them energy. So basically, you focus on yourself, you focus your energy elsewhere, like I always tell you. Same with this situation. And what it's gonna do is that, this person will see that they don't have the power over you, that you are not that crazy about them, that they are not that special. And, they're probably gonna stop playing games because most likely they're doing it because they also sort of like you in any way. And, if sometimes they're hot. So if they're really interested in anything with you, pursuing anything with you, doesn't have to be romantic, they're gonna reach out. And basically, what I'm talking about is that you need to teach people how to treat you. And if you're gonna teach them to treat you like you are, like you are gonna always be there for them, and no matter what they do, you're still gonna chase them. They're not gonna treat you well ever, and they're not gonna have respect for you. So I hope this was helpful, and I wish everyone has a great rest of the week. um, and yeah, love you guys. Bye.